Change is the only constant in life. And yet that does not make it any less daunting when we are standing on the precipice of great change. And that is where many of us find ourselves as we are moving toward this new moon in Taurus. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 most important things to know and understand as we are navigating these energies so that you can get the most out of this experience and experience the most growth and expansion. This new moon is occurring at 18 degrees of Taurus, and it's happening on the 7th of May, just 2 days after the 5-5 portal. For those who are unaware, the portals are these gateways or nexuses of energy that open up when we have these repeating numbers present in the dates. And so every month we experience a portal, multiple portals really, but we experience a portal when we hit this day that connects with the number of the month. Maybe in a 5-month makes this the 5-5. We also experience portals anytime the planets come together and create large energies when they come into conjunction especially. And the full moon and new moon are some of these portals of energy, the new moon being especially powerful in the sense that the sun and the moon are coming together and uniting their energies, which makes their energies that much more potent and that much more powerful. The new moon is considered a time for manifesting and creating because it is the beginning of a brand new cycle. And there is so much powerful energy supporting us with what we are wanting to shift and change as we are moving through this particular new moon, especially with the proximity to the 5-5 portal, the number 5 representing the energy or the vibrational signature of change. So we can expect that there's a lot coming up within us around this time, a lot of things that we are noticing about ourselves, a lot of areas where we are desiring to experience some type of shift, some type of momentum, perhaps a change of momentum into what we consider to be a more positive direction. So this energy is really, really supporting us in doing that. But the way it's supporting us is, of course, by showing us what it is that's out of alignment so that we can move even more deeply into alignment. I highly suggest that everybody who's watching this video, check out the video that I'm going to link at the end of this one, the 3 themes of Taurus season, because we see these energies all really coming together and being represented by this new moon. As the moon moves toward the sun to come into conjunction for the new moon, it will be passing by Venus and making a connection with Venus. And then as the sun and the moon join together, they're essentially going to be in a sandwich between Venus on one side and Jupiter and Uranus on the other side. Jupiter and Uranus, who just experienced their powerful conjunction on the 20th of April. And I'll link a video for you at the end of this one about that conjunction as well, if people who are finding this have not yet watched that video, because that was a huge, huge energy. And we're still working powerfully with those themes as we move through the month of May. In fact, during this month of May, we are going to see the Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus all coming into conjunctions with each other. This energy just continuing to play out as these planets activate each other and activate the themes and energies within us that they represent. So when we're working with these energies, when we're working with Venus, who is the ruler of Taurus, we are working with the energies of love, of beauty, of connection, of creativity, also of wealth. And that is a big theme that we're going to explore in a minute here that a lot of people are probably experiencing or going to be experiencing during the month of May and during this new moon. Then we have Uranus, the planet of rebellion, the planet of change, sometimes drastic, sometimes very unpredictable and unexpected. But it's also a planet that offers us an opportunity to level up in the way we see and experience ourselves in the world, and to really find new and inventive solutions, new and inventive approaches to situations. It's that energy that really gets us to think outside the box. And Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, representing the higher mind, the superconscious mind, so to speak. Then we have Jupiter, the planet that represents blessings and expansion in and of itself, wisdom, spirituality, particularly religion, but spirituality in all forms, our morals, our values, our ideals, our beliefs. And the sun representing our consciousness, our life force energy in a sense, and just the energy that we bring with us into the world. The way that we are consciously aware of our energy and the way that it works and the way that it interplays with other energies. So this is a powerful combination of planets to be dancing, so to speak, in the sky above us. And it's going to be really moving us through a lot of different experiences when it comes to the ways that we know and understand ourselves and the world. Some of the big themes that we're going to be working with are self-love, self-worth, self-belief, and our faith in both ourselves and the greater universe. One of the quotes that I'm being reminded of that I want to share here, and I'm probably not going to get it exactly right. I never really do. But the gist of it essentially is that if we expect that the world is going to be cold and barren, then the world is cold and barren. If we expect that the world is going to be full of possibility and opportunity, then the world is full of possibility and opportunity. This is the classic glass half empty, glass half full type of scenario here. And so we're going to be noticing perhaps where it is that we fall on that spectrum as we're moving through these energies. What are the faulty belief systems that still exist within us, especially when it comes to our sense of self-worth and the ability that we have to believe in ourselves and to believe in a universe that supports us and loves us unconditionally. Right, tied in with these themes, we also have the theme of wealth and abundance. Taurus and the second house rule money, they rule finances, they rule what is ours. Whereas Scorpio, the opposing sign, rules what is collective wealth. What happens when we put our resources together. But Taurus is the resources that we have. So as we're moving through this new moon, we're going to be asked to look really seriously at the resources that we have at our disposal. And we're going to be shown where it is that we actually have more resources than we think. We're going to be called upon to become more resourceful. And this may happen for people through challenging circumstances that force us to step into that energy. It's really an energy of learning to care for ourselves, learning that we are capable of that, and really seeing and understanding all of the different resources, both internal and external, that we have at our disposal. In order to do that, there may be some financial insecurity that people are experiencing this month, and a lot of belief systems relating to abundance and money that are going to be coming up for people, as well as, and we see how this ties right in, our own beliefs about our self-worth. Anywhere where we were taught or we took an experience and created a belief or a framework, gave a meaning to that experience that told us that we were unworthy, that told us perhaps that the universe was limited, that resources were finite. These are some of the themes that we're going to be working with within ourselves. We're also going to be very much looking at how these themes interplay and sort of come out within our relationships. So notice anything that's coming up within your relationships and where it might point to one of these themes and one of these belief systems that is living within you. There's also a powerful energy here that is asking us and calling us to step into our authenticity and really love and accept ourselves for who we are, and also be willing to share that with the world. Anywhere where we have been putting on a facade, where we have been misrepresenting our energy in terms of like what we truly want, what we truly need, what we truly think and believe, we're going to begin to really notice some friction there, and it's going to become exhausting to keep that up. And we are really going to be in this energy where some of us may almost be forced in a sense, or feel as though we're being forced to come clean when it comes to the truth within us, the truth that wants to be shared, the truth that wants to be spoken. And that brings us into, I had this actually as the number 4 thing I was going to share with you, but we're going to share it as the number 2 thing here. And that is Mercury and Chiron conjunct at 21 degrees of Aries. This energy brings a massive potential when it comes to healing deep-seated wounds relating to our ability to take action, our ability to speak our minds, our ability to be assertive in situations. And there may be wounds, there probably will be wounds coming to the surface of times when we did speak our truth and we were not received well, perhaps even times where we were harmed as a result of that. Remember, it's not just this lifetime that we're working with when we're working with these belief systems. It's many, many lifetimes. So be aware of that as it's coming to the surface. Also be aware of the fact that the way to work with this energy is to use it to speak and share the things that need to be spoken and shared. When we do this, we create a powerful healing through taking the action, where Mercury represents not only our communication, but also the way that our mind functions. This ties into our belief systems and structures as well. And so there are probably going to be limiting belief systems coming up around what it means to speak our truth, what it means to stand in our power, what it means to use our masculine energy, being that Aries is ruled by Mars and represents our masculine energy. If you know your own natal chart, you can look to where this conjunction is happening in your natal chart to get a better understanding of how these energies might be showing up for you. And the same thing is true when it comes to the new moon in Taurus. That energy at 18 degrees of Taurus. And really right now where we're working with all of these different planets, most of the sign of Taurus, once we move past 10 degrees, is going to be influenced by Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, or this new moon. So Taurus really, really active in the chart right now. Aries energy is really, really active in our charts right now as well. And if you don't know about any of that stuff and you want to learn, you can go to a website such as cafeastrology.com and have a natal chart made for yourself. There's plenty of really fun apps as well. Or you can book a natal reading with me and we can go over that in a one-on-one personal session. All of that information is in the description box below. But this is a beautiful opportunity to step into our empowerment through sharing our voice. And know that there's a lot of different ways that we can share our voice. This doesn't necessarily just mean having a conversation with a specific person. This could be writing about it. This could be just talking to a friend about different themes and energies. This could be creating a video if you are somebody who shares videos and things like that. There's so many different ways that we can do this. We could write a poem. We could write a song. It's just getting that energy out there. But really speaking it is going to be powerful because that's working with and unlocking that throat chakra. Taurus energy represents the throat chakra. So it's a really powerful time to be working with that throat chakra energy. Now that we've covered that, we're going to go back to the third thing that everybody needs to know and understand about this new moon. And that is the fact that it is happening in a sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And there's a whole video that I did on Saturn and Pisces as well. I don't think I can link 3 videos. I can try. If I can't link that one at the end of this video as well, then I'll just look it up. I'm not sure what playlist it's going to be in, but I'll put a link to it in the description box if I can't link it at the end of the video, because it's really important to understand this is a really powerful energy that we're working with right now. Saturn in Pisces is doing so many things for us when it comes to rooting and grounding the spiritual into the physical. This is happening. We're doing this on an energetic level. So I think we can expect a lot of powerful activations on an energy level between the 5-5 portal and then this new moon. And it also means doing this in the ways that we live our lives, realizing that we don't have to separate reality from spirituality, right? They don't have to be 2 separate things. It doesn't have to be the 3D and the 5D. We can bring it all together. We can merge it. And it's also knowing and understanding how to balance idealism with practicality so that we can essentially take care of business and get shit done. So that is some of the energies that Saturn in Pisces is bringing. It's also bringing powerful karmic closeouts when it comes to soul lessons that we've been working on for many lifetimes. So with this energy of Saturn and Pisces activating this new moon, it is perhaps bringing up some of these powerful soul lessons, especially if we have lessons around self-value, self-care, self-worth. Then we're going to be feeling those themes very powerfully. Also, like we said, using our voice, right? Speaking our truth, being who we truly are, allowing ourselves to share that truth with the world. This is a really beautiful time for recalibrating those energies and completing some of those soul lessons by changing the way that we show up in our lives, right? Saturn gets down to the nuts and bolts of things. Saturn is about, okay, how do we do this at the ground level? How do we structure this? How do we make this happen? So the way that we complete these soul lessons is by bringing this new awareness into the consciousness and then acting upon it. And now we move on to the third or fourth energy that I want to share with you guys regarding this new moon. I've honestly lost track at this point. And that is the fact that we have Mars in Aries making a powerful sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. So this is a huge boost of empowerment. This is really an energy that is supporting us in integrating everything that we're learning, in making the necessary changes that we need to make, and feeling comfortable and confident as we go through that process. Yes, Pluto is in retrograde, so that does bring in a little bit of that questioning energy. However, what Pluto and Mars are doing here is revealing something to us and then giving us a powerful ability to alchemize that energy once again through action. Another interesting thing that is the final thing that I want to share with you guys regarding these energies is the fact that in the particular chart that I created for this new moon, we had all of these energies present in the first and second house. And it's going to look different depending on where the chart is based in the world. My chart is based in the Northeast United States. And so I saw all of these energies, Taurus and Aries, in the first and second houses of the natal chart. So this is where the energy is really personal to us. This is where our very identity, the ways that we see the world, and therefore the way that the world sees and reacts to us, are shaped. This is the bedrock, the very beginning impetus of us beginning to understand who we are and to understand the larger world. So I think that that really speaks to and really reiterates the energies that we began this video with, of the ways that that energy is going to be shifting. Our experience of ourselves, our experience, therefore, of the world, and really understanding where it is that we fit in that greater framework. And if there are things within our reality that are not in alignment with the truth of who we are and where it is that we want to go, this is the time to change it. And with Taurus energy here, it's really funny that we have the 5-5 portal during Taurus season, because Taurus is famous for not appreciating change, for being very resistant, being very stubborn, liking to stay in the comfort zone. So I think it's really powerful that this energy comes in every May around on 5-5 to shake that up, to shake Taurus out of its rut, to shake us out of that energy of complacency and comfortability and propel us into the next phase of our respective journeys. So buckle up. It is going to be one hell of a ride as we move through the month of May, and I will be keeping everybody updated as we are moving through these energies. So if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and do so now so you don't miss out on a thing. I'm going to be doing a live stream. It may already be done depending on when you're watching this video, but I will be doing a live stream from when I'm filming this within the next week or so, going over the upcoming energies as we're moving through this first half of Taurus season, so that we can get sort of an understanding of the specific dates that are going to be important as we're moving forward, as well as how to navigate those energies. If you haven't liked this video yet, you know what to do. And if you would like to book any type of personal session with me, all of my information, as always, I believe I mentioned that earlier in this video, is in the description box below. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. Let me know how you are feeling these energies. Let me know what you plan to do to work with this Taurus new moon. Like we said, it is a powerful time of manifesting and setting those intentions, and some really powerful intentions that we could be working with as we're moving through this new moon are the intentions to love ourselves more deeply, radical self-acceptance, right? These energies of working through any of these money blocks. That's a powerful thing. Setting new intentions for creating abundance in any way, shape, or form, whatever that means to us, and creating that security and stability that we can then build upon as we're moving forward. And that's what Taurus season is always asking us to do. It's like, okay, what do you want? What's the plan of action to go after it? How can we move forward with a solid and stable foundation to build upon. And we always see during Taurus season where it is that that foundation may be faulty, because a faulty foundation will not a household, right? All right. Love you. Talk to you soon.